So I want to talk about this whole Diddy video thing. And if you guys know me, a lot of times I can care less what celebrities do. But I think there is a bigger issue here that we need to talk about. First, I think the main portion about this is the amount of black women or black people, black men specifically, that this woman was looking for a payday. She's just looking for a payday. That's all she wanted. She just wanted some money. And it was crazy to me how many people just stood by him. It's even more crazy to me that there are so many people that I know that still follow him. You know, one thing that people can't do is detach themselves from this whole like celebrity life, celebrity thing. It blows people's minds sometimes that you you want something different. When I read that lawsuit and how detailed and how graphic it was, which I'm sure most people didn't, but they were making comments about this girl and what she endured from the age of like 17 and he was like 37. That's enough. But that's another thing that we need to talk about in the black community, because they are okay with the men dating these young girls. It is kind of ingrained into our society, into our culture as well, that it's not looked bad upon. And I say that because I've had uncles that have dated younger girls, and I have definitely told my family, told my sisters, like, no, 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 that's not normal. And I've told my uncle, that's not normal. I'm letting you know that that's not normal. And you shouldn't be dating this girl that is 20 years younger than you. What do you two even have to talk about? But when it comes to the Diddy situation, I think that there's a bigger thing, a bigger problem at hand. And as a person that has seen my uncles beat the shit out of women with no remorse, no apologies, no nothing, and kind of just keep moving on, it was kind of one of those things that I told many people about this whole Diddy situation. Everybody around him knew. His mama knows, his friends know, Kimora knows, Naomi knows, Mary knows. All these people that have benefited, not just benefited, but also seen and witnessed this man beat these girls' ass. I'm sure Carisha probably got the same thing done to her. I'm sure that's probably why J Lo left. I'm sure Kim had the issue. I'm sure that Cassie ain't the first one. This is not this man's first rodeo whooping no woman's ass. And I say that because I have seen it. I have seen men that thought that it was okay, and I think these are the most cowardice men in the world that feel that putting my hands on a woman is okay. That they feel that this is empowering. I'm a man, and you should shut up. And I remember seeing the comments about this girl and even seeing that horrific video. It kind of like resonated so well with me, where I'm like, oh wow, I've seen this before. I've seen men do this exact same thing that he's doing to this girl. I've seen it. But I think it was more said about the men in this situation. And I'm talking about the Meek Mills, the TD Jakes, who was that? Jim Jones. That was, who else was that? A whole bunch of these guys that just was taking up for him. Where's that energy now that he's whooped her ass? And I tell you this, birds of a feather flock together. If a man, and all of them knew, if a man is willing to say that that's cool, trust me, all of them are whooping their women's ass or their wives' ass, and that they're okay with that. And I think the larger thing is that it's so common in our community that men fight women that it's kind of numbing. That's why so many people were looking at the situation like, oh, she lying, she want to get paid, blah, 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 because they don't want, in the black community, these people that have made it out, they are what we consider, they're like trophies, and you can see and do no wrong, especially when you've been successful and you're helping other people. And I just wish that as a community we would change that. And I always, I've had situations where men have hit my sisters, and I've called them like, look, one time is enough for me. If you hit my sister again, we gonna box. There is not gonna be no regular old me just being okay with you just hitting my sister, because at the end of the day, that's not a fair fight. And let's be honest, it will never be fair.